Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, it is afternoon, and that means it's time for Morgan's Lazy Sunday Afternoon live stream. I have unfortunately not been lazy today. I figured this was probably the best weather we were going to get going into summer, since I think this is the last Sunday of spring. And so I did a bleep ton of yard work.
So you've been preemptively productive.
Right. So I haven't been nearly as lazy as I should be. So,
Well, you can make up for that now.
so I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood, and in case you don't know, I am an actively querying fantasy author and the proud owner of a brand new window.
Complete with catechus.
Right. So, my lighting will be better next week once I have installed a blackout curtain, but that time is not yet.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go a little more.
I don't know if you put the blackout curtain in, that you may have problems with catechus getting to the window.
So it's one of those shades with no cables, and so it goes all the way up, and I only pull it down when I'm going to be streaming, or at least that's the plan. Okay. So
yeah, I'm just saying, it's like you want him to be able to get into the window and look out while you're streaming. So
yeah, but I think even bringing it down halfway would cut a lot of the light. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna glow in the dark today. So, with me, I have the one, the only Doc Coleman. Say hi to the nice people.
Hi, nice people. I'm Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure, and I am also going to be a little bit overexposed because of the curtain on the door is pulled. Right now, we're going to have some company coming over a little bit later, and if we leave the curtain over it, they'll get jammed up on the door. So,
tisk. So, Have you made any progress? I know last week you were just at the halfway point of editing The Kindred of Kali.
I did finish that chapter, and I actually got things fired up a little bit early today and started working on edits. So I'm starting to dip my toe into the next chapter. But nice. No, this week has just been full of things and distractions that have kept me from getting back to it. But
I'm sorry. That's always frustrating.
Part of that has been getting back into doing Beat Saber more regularly and getting exercise. It's a good workout for people like me who have got bad knees and can't necessarily stand or run or do any of those things.
Right.
It's
nice.
It's an exercise I can attack aggressively while sitting. So
yeah. That's awesome.
Fits in with the lazy productivity theme, right?
Right. I will definitely Beat Saber with you one of these days.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do it remotely. I thought you just saw your friends' scores.
There's a multiplayer mode to Beat Saber now, so you can actually go and join into a party, and you basically compete on the same levels against each other.
At the same time?
At the same time.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have a Beat Saber party.
Yep.
Because that's the main game I play on there. I just
you can have up to 5 people competing against each other at the same time.
Nice. My biggest problem with Beat Saber is finding a time where Catechus is not looking to play.
Yeah.
So there are certain times of day that works better for.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, awesome. Well, I actually will have to be taking half of the live stream from the road because a friend lost their mother and there's going to be a memorial picnic. So I will be driving to that at some point during the stream. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I will be working on my weekly roundup and a little maintenance stuff here and there. And I might even open the feedback from my alpha reader on my Space Fantasy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe it could happen. So people in the audience, hello and welcome. I see people are lurking today. What are y'all working on today? Let us know in the comments below, or not. Participation is, as always, optional, not obligatory. So, that's the other thing I have to do. I have to, right now I've been using my spring preview image for the Sunday afternoon. And do you know what happens this week?
It becomes summer.
It does. So I need to make sure that's set up.
And then the fires of hell are unleashed. No.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, welcome to summer in the greater metropolitan DC area, where it's like, is it melting on the sidewalk? It will be.
So the big things in my life this week were A, my new window, and B, learning how floor drains work because someone decided to pee in it.
But my feeling is it's like better to pee in the drain than on the carpet.
Well, especially once you realize that floor drains are like normal drains. They don't just go out. There's a trap in there, a little U.
There's a U-bend.
So putting vinegar or bleach is going to do nothing. Putting, 2 quarts of water to flush the trap so the pee is not just sitting there in the laundry room right next to the HVAC recirculator.
Oh, yeah.
Took me about 2 days, but now I know. Instantly flush the trap when it smells like pee. Hopefully he was just wound up because, we had contractors coming in and out, and we did hit summer, so the condensate from the HVAC was dripping. It's got a pipe that goes to that floor drain, and he's fascinated by running water.
Because he's a cat.
Right. So it could have been curiosity. It could have been mama shut me up in the room. It could have been anxiety because of all these people coming and going. I have exactly one data point, which isn't enough to really make so hopefully it doesn't happen again. It was not my favorite experience having my cat pee in the floor drain. So
yeah. I can definitely see how that would not rate as a favorite experience.
Yeah. Over on Twitch, Prismio asks, what is this conversation? I'm talking about the big things that happened in my life this week. So hello and welcome. We're getting ready to do a productivity sprint, though. Aren't we? Maybe? What do you think?
Yeah, that's kind of why we're here.
That's why we're here. So
I'm sure there are some people who are here for the cat sightings, but
I mean,
mostly it's the productivity.
I think it depends on the week.
Yeah.
So let's see. M. Hutchinson Fiction says currently reading Like a Writer by Francine Rose and working on a coming of age story with a sci-fi twist. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh, that was the other thing that happened this week. I have been a YouTuber for 5 years now. 5 years.
Yep.
I have over 400 videos.
Sheesh.
It's a lot.
That does sound like a lot.
So, but I mean, I do the live streams on Sundays and I do a video post every Thursday. And the last 2 years I've done Vlogmas with a really short post every day for December. So yeah. Prismio, I think, hissed at YouTuber, but I finally, worked my way into the Twitch world as well. I don't play favorites. Although YouTube and Twitch do. So.
Yeah, well, they got to promote their own brands. So.
Pretty much. So, okay. I am going to go ahead and, share my tab. And let's go ahead and work on whatever project we're working on or grab a snack. I am not, I'm not judgy at all. Oh, what is the snack? Show me again.
Just drop me.
Sorry, I was trying to to drop everybody else.
There we go. So this is.
Is it caramel popcorn?
It is. There we go. It is a cheese and caramel popcorn mix from GH Creators, which
nice. Okay.
I got at the local Costco.
Nice. So. Now I want to up my snack game. But, okay. Anyway,
they don't
we're going to be productive and not just talk about snacks.
So if you're doing something productive during the sprint, be sure to tell us what it is down in the comments.
There we go.
Ready?
Yes. In 3, 2, 1. Boom. Chakalaka. Yeah. And we're back.
Yep.
How was your sprint?
I think I've gotten about halfway through this chapter. It's
Ooh, nice.
pretty good, although I have to admit it is a short chapter. It's only about 3,000 words, but a lot of my comments that I've been dealing with have been more in terms of small corrections here or there, or somebody not knowing a word.
Gotcha.
Um, very little of stuff where I've had to go and restructure things. So,
Nice.
um, that's nice. I was just looking at my total word count. I'm up to a 104,327 words, and it's like, yeah, I need to hit a section where I start cutting some words.
Just a little bit.
I mean, I
Is that
probably
something you could spin off into a short story?
not really. I mean, this one really starts with the action and ends with the action.
Gotcha.
I mean, it sort of ends with a setup of getting the characters out of India. So,
Gotcha. Okay.
but I'll find something to cut somewhere else.
Yeah, I get that. So I got most of the way through my blog roundup, and got distracted wondering what happened to that person I went to high school with and looked them up.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you?
I have thought at times about many people that I went to high school with, and the ones I'm most interested in apparently aren't on Facebook or anything else. I can't find them. The other ones, it's like, okay, they're on Facebook. Either they're the same person they were in high school, or they're a completely different person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was the spouse of one of the people I used to carpool with to dance, and
Mhm.
she said something about him being in heaven, and I was like, wait, what? I
Mm.
missed something here. So I had to scroll through and see what had happened. Because you know what? They never put causes in obituaries. The
I mean,
closest you'll get is, can you contribute to the whatever cancer society? And
yeah,
sometimes that'll like clue you in. But
I have noticed that, and it's like when someone is grieving, you don't really want to be morbid and say, "Oh, what killed your loved one?" It's like, uh,
I know, but luckily, if you go back far enough in Facebook to the week it happened and look through the comments,
mhm.
somebody will say something at some point, probably.
Not always. I mean,
Not always. Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
I had a friend of mine that recently died rather suddenly,
Sorry.
and if you looked at her Facebook, it was like her 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 comments and people making comments to her, and about a week gap, and then people start talking about how much they miss her, and it's like, and nobody actually said what actually happened.
Or linked the obit or anything. Oh,
Mhm.
that's so rough. Yeah. So I I have set up my sister as my, in case something happens to me, because Facebook has that sort of feature. And I've told her that I'm okay with her turning it into a memorial page, but we're twins, and I don't want to look in the mirror and see what she would have looked like at my age. So we're gonna have to go out at the same time.
Mm.
I don't want to be haunted by her ghost in the mirror, which clearly is gonna have to be a story I write, because it is a thought that bothers me a lot.
Okay.
But let's, cheering up. Let's pop into the comment.
Yeah.
Hello, Kelly swung by. Hello and welcome. M. Hutchinson said, Woot finished another 200 words, and my protagonist is moving again. Yay!
Yay.
Meaning I finally figured out what to do with her next.
Hmm.
So, yeah, knocking on wood. So, anyway, cat cam moment.
Aw.
Sorry, it's way bright out there. So
You need to actually set up a second camera that is just on him, so you just go and switch in the cat cam and then switch it out.
yeah, that would assume he's in the same place for more than 2 minutes.
The
And
window
he
is a
popped down.
natural draw.
Yeah, the most likely place for him to nap is like right here. So
Mhm.
that would be helpful. But yeah. So I'm very happy to have some natural light in here, even if I need to get a blind.
My cat cam right now isn't very helpful because she's right here.
Yeah. Who is a good kitty girl?
It's Sissy Gilly this time. She's had her time in the window for the day, and she's come to curl up next to me.
So I did yard work, right? I did like
Mhm.
90 minutes of yard work because I have this corner of my yard that the previous owner dubbed a butterfly garden. And it
Mhm.
was completely overrun with milkweed as tall as me. And yeah, butterflies like milkweed, but I'd like some other stuff in there too. So
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I'll just pull it out. And it did not want to pull out. And I used like the hand tiller thing with the claw, still
Right.
didn't want to pull out. Took the weed whacker to it, way too thick. So I took
Mm.
my hedge trimmers, I have electric ones, and I just did that whole corner of the yard. And I left some bushes, and I left the tall wildflowers, and I left about 3 small saplings
Mhm.
because I still wanted to have some shade and stuff for the birds and the stuff that live in that area. Because that's the point of it, is to give them a space. And
Mhm.
while I was trimming, Catechus came outside with me. I wasn't gonna let him, but he slipped out, and that screen slides slowly and whatever.
Right.
And he stayed in the backyard. And I was like, okay, as long as you stay in the yard with me. And about 15, 20 minutes in, he stopped exploring and just laid on the grass and watched me. And at some point, he decided to like hang out in the milkweed that I was trimming.
Oh
So I
God.
would have to identify where the cat was and then trim in that direction. Oh, the cat's here
Uh-huh.
now. I'm going to trim that way.
That's right.
And at one point, he got to chase a bunny, and he's chasing it. And I have this little low picket fence thing because
Mhm.
for gardens and stuff, they have like 2.5 feet high picket fence that's actually on like wire. So you just like hook one
Okay.
into a stake and the other into a stake like 10 feet away, and you're done.
Okay.
So I have that to separate out the area and make it distinct, because the little wooden fence they had fallen down, and it was like the little sections about like this, and like
Okay.
there were
And
only like 10 of them left,
they had
and they weren't doing well. So
they
I did that like
succumbed to the passage of time.
right. So I did that during the pandemic.
Mhm.
And so he chased it to the corner of the picket fence, and then the bunny slipped through and he got stopped and he didn't jump over. So the bunny escaped. So Catechus got to do some chasing but didn't actually do any murder. So we're good.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I was very pleased. He's a very supervisory cat. He likes to make sure he knows what's going on, and he keeps an eye on me at all times.
Mhm.
Apparently, I'm pretty sus.
Apparently.
So yeah, that was my afternoon. So now it's time for me to be lazy and look up random people on Facebook.
Look at random people on Facebook and see what killed them. Wait a minute.
Yeah. So his brother used to go to my school, and people believe that I am the reason that his brother was kicked out, and I am not.
It was your sister, of course. No.
No. It was coming up on a holiday weekend, probably Memorial Day or something, and some people were going to go camping, and they brought the drug dogs in, and there may have been a
Substance.
weed, and I didn't see anything. I didn't say anything, but I was called in for questioning, and no one else in my class was. So they all assumed it was me. A friend of mine whose mother was one of the lunch ladies is like, yeah, they were talking about it in front of the lunch ladies.
Oh, sheesh.
So yeah, I got people were very mad at me for a while because he was technically from out of town, which meant he had to pay tuition to attend the town school.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he had to go to the county school. And if you get in trouble like that, he had to go back to the county school, which wasn't as good.
Mm.
And so people were really mad at me. And I'm like, I got called in for questioning and I saw nothing. Everything was hearsay. There was nothing I could report, you know? It wasn't me. But yeah.
But they still think you're a narc. So
there were some people who believed I was a narc, unfortunately. So
I learned a long time ago that people are going to believe what they want to believe, and no amount of truth will sway them from it. Nope.
So anyway, but his brother ended up marrying the girl I used to carpool to dance class with. So
okay.
As I said, small town, graduating class, 52 kids.
Yeah.
So most of those kids I was with from like kindergarten on up.
Yeah, your choices are basically leave the town, or this is your pool of marriageable people. So
right. No, it's not. Step one is, hey, grandma, which one of them are first, second, and third cousins? And then you get to the 5 options that aren't.
Yeah.
So, although, if you go up a year or two, you've got, a little more. But because remember, in a class of 50, 25 are going to be women. So that's 25 guys. And if I'm related to like 10 of them, and, half of them have been dating their high school sweethearts since 8th grade.
Yeah, it really does really sound like it. You're lucky if you've got a choice of 5.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I do not live there anymore.
Yeah. You went with option 1, escape. No.
Yeah. Oh, Kelly says that the window's really working for lighting. I think I'm totally washed out. I'm not actually this pale in real life, but it is lighting.
I don't think you're totally washed out, but you are a little bit overlit. But
I glow in the dark. I was doing yard work. Trust me, my face is pink right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Kelly is hammering at his chapter. So that's, I'm sorry. I stretched my legs and bumped into everyone's favorite kitty.
Surprise catechist, huh?
Yeah. You notice he didn't argue that Catechus is everybody's favorite rather than Gilly.
Gilly's not even my favorite. She's just the one who's here right now.
So which is your favorite kitty?
Of the ones we currently have, Trill is my favorite. Of the ones
and you're saying that in front of Gilly.
Gilly's asleep. She doesn't care.
Okay. I was going to say, that's shameless. Shameless telling the cat to her face that she's not your favorite.
But my favorite of all time was Thunder, because he was like he was a 20-pound lump of lovable cat, and we still miss him. But,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But he was the cat that I would lay down in bed and he would come up and he would lay between my legs and I would be pinned in place till morning. And it's like, he's only 20 pounds. He doesn't have that much on you. He's like, yeah, but he uses his leverage really well.
Right. So, Doc, I have a quick question. Do you have the capability to share screens?
It looks like I have the capability to share screens.
Okay, I might have to activate it because I have to hit the road. I have a memorial to attend about an hour away that actually already started, but it goes till 8 and it's kind of potlucky.
So do you want to shoot me the link to the timer in the private chat?
Yes, that's exactly what I was about to do.
Yeah. And
I'll log in myself from here.
All right.
And then I will mute myself here and go away.
So we're doing 22 minutes, right?
Yes, we are.
And you just muted yourself, and you haven't done the other thing yet. Okay, so 22 minutes. All right. Oh dear. That was interesting. I was trying to share the screen and it started complaining about stuff, and then I just lost everything.
Hey, so I'm going to have to log in if I want to be able to, add you back to the stream and stuff.
Right. Hold on just a second. I think I have to enable something that's it's going to force me to restart Chrome. So
Okay. He'll be right back after these messages. But hey, we'll have an excellent test run for next month. And Doc's back. Welcome back.
Yep, and let's see how well screen sharing goes this time.
Clearly, we're prepping for next month.
Yeah, obviously. Okay. It's sharing a window, but I think you have to change the setup and show my shared window.
Yeah.
You still have all the power.
Okay, so I'm going to go away here and make sure I can control everything from my phone.
Okay.
You ready?
Fingers crossed. And you're on your phone.
Hi.
And there's not much. Or one of your mics. I don't know, something like that. So I've got a screen shared, but I don't think I can actually put it into the show. Hmm.
Okay.
All right. So
Let's see how I can do.
I've got my screen shared, but I don't think I can put it into the show.
Right.
I think you have to do that because you're the only one with showrunner privileges right now.
Sorted. Excellent. Okay.
Really? Okay, I'm still just seeing you and me. I'm not seeing the timer. There we are.
There we go. There's just a delay, apparently.
Okay. Yeah, well, there is usually a delay.
So, okay, I think we're ready for sprint.
I think so too. You want to count it down or shall I?
Let's both do it. Ready? In
All right.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1, go.
Boom.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
Okay, I can handle that. Although decaf habits that change. Didn't realize there's a fee for Seneca Creek Park. Hey. No, I'll come out. Be there in a minute. Right, bye.
You heading out? See here?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And that's the end of our sprint.
And we're back.
Yep. And my wife is heading out. Bye.
Yeah, it said it's on my speaker, and it is not. It is just talking as if I were on the phone. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
I'm going to assume that was a yes.
Yes, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I take it this to mean you can't hear me.
There we go.
There we go. Okay. So I actually made some good progress. I finished my chapter and started working on the next one.
So it looks like Kelly had a successful sprint.
Okay. Yeah, and we had some comments on our little technical difficulties when I dropped off there. Oh. Oh. Are you okay? Sounded like you hit a bump. Oh.
Okay, I see. My input is my speakerphone. My output is apparently the ear set. So I can't really hear you. So
Okay.
tell everybody how yours went, etc., etc.
Well, as I was saying before, for everyone except Morgan, my sprint went very well. I managed to finish the chapter that I was working on, so I'm one more chapter towards the end of my book, and I started digging into the next chapter, so that's all good. Let's see. And the joy, and we have the joy of impromptu technical changes. Let's see. All right. Where are we here?
I don't know why my audio is not working. I can hold you like a phone.
This is the incredible joy of unplanned technical changes. Oh, and we may have lost Morgan. Oh, there she is. Can you hear me, Morgan?
Wait, say something again?
I said, can you hear me, Morgan?
Yes, I can. Oh my gosh.
Hallelujah.
It decided it wanted to go through. Yeah, when I hit up for volume, it kept upping my call volume, but this counts as media. So I had to go into the media settings for volume. I was like, wait a second. I tried hooking up to the auxiliary and the Bluetooth never kicked in and took over, which is unexpected, but
no.
It is what it is. But I can hear finally.
The joy of unexpected technological changes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this back in the holder.
Yep.
There we go.
All right.
Much safer.
Yeah, much safer while you're driving.
Yeah.
Okay. So I finished my chapter.
Yay! Awesome! I'm so excited for you.
And started into the next one. And I've got my characters to the point where they've discovered the folks who've been kidnapped.
Ooh!
And now they just have to successfully rescue them.
Gotcha. So people were kidnapped.
Yep. Oh yeah, the kidnapping happens right at the beginning of the book. Come on.
Gotcha.
That's not a spoiler for this book.
Okay.
So, yeah, Kelly. I think Kelly's still with us. I'm not sure who much else is with us. I think quite a lot of people have taken today off from watching the stream in order to celebrate Father's Day.
Yeah, I recognize. Yeah, my dad is on his way back from. He went to a pagan festival this weekend, so I didn't talk to him. But I did actually have a dream about my stepdad last night. Okay, no, that's a lie. I had a dream about having to clear out my stepdad's apartment again. He passed about 7 years ago, something like that. And he was a hoarder. So yeah, that was, I think it was triggered by 2 different people on my Facebook feed saying that they were working on clearing out a loved one's place. But yeah, Father's Day night, had a dream about clearing out my stepdad's place. So.
Okay. So, welcome back, M. Hutchinson Fiction. Thank you for coming back. It turns out our connection has smoothed out a little bit, but we don't know how long it's going to last. So.
It should be fine.
Hopefully it'll be fine. as long as I don't drop out again and you don't hit like a dead spot in the cell coverage, we should be
Right,
good.
right. Yeah. I was on the guest tab and I didn't see you log back. I was worried
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I only have the one screen, so I can't put what I'm working on up parallel with the display for the chat. So I can't when it drops me, I have to go back and check, and I don't know it. So
Right.
I might have been off for a while before I noticed.
Yeah, and whenever I go to another window to like look at maps so I know where I'm going, or to get into Facebook Messenger so I can be like, hey Doc, where are you? It turns off my audio, camera, and everything.
Yeah.
So I was still here. I just switched tabs and it decided to shut me down. So
Yeah.
M. Hutchinson says, seems Google is teaching us a new lesson. Don't stream and drink and stream.
We're not drinking anything alcoholic. We're streaming streaming mobily, and that's hard enough as it is.
Right. I think we can all understand that if we were drinking, this would have been harder.
If we were drinking, this would have been much more hilarious, though.
But I mean, does it matter if we had video audio issues? We were in the middle of a sprint. You should have been working on your project and you wouldn't have even noticed.
Right.
Then again, can we fault people for not being productive during a lazy productivity sprint?
Probably not, no.
Probably not. So, despite technical issues, you still made headway, though, it sounds.
Yeah. No, I made progress. I'm good with that.
And I've gone like 20 some miles, so, you know.
And seeing as it's 10 till 6, we should probably go ahead and get started with another sprint.
I think you're totally right.
And I've reset the timer. You just need to drop it back in. There we go.
And I'm at a stoplight, so now's a great time.
All right. And where's the bleeding timer? I've lost the window.
Oh, M. Hutchinson says he meant don't drive and stream.
Oh, well. Let's not be ridiculous. Okay.
You're not my mother. You can't tell me what to do.
All right, everyone ready to be lazily productive? Streaming in 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm going to be the most productive because I'm going to go like 20 miles.
You even have like a minute to spare, right?
There are church people on the corner with buckets.
Uh-oh.
Collecting money. That's a decision.
Make your own joke about being in a bad neighborhood here.
At least they're all wearing visibility vests.
All right. I gotta make a quick run, so everybody go be productive.
Right.
Just a little Fallout Boys to drive to.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my mic. Sorry.
And that's it.
And we're back.
Yep.
I would like to say in my defense, I don't think it's the driving and streaming, it's the fact I'm not used to doing it on my phone.
Yeah, things would be a little bit more easier if you could hand off a couple more functions to me
Right.
while you're driving. But
Yeah.
we haven't taken the time to figure that out yet.
No. So
Yeah.
I think you can have teams now on StreamYard. I will look into this, especially if you have a paid stream.
Yeah, you can build a team. I remember them announcing it a while ago that you can build a team to help manage the stream. So
yeah. Before you couldn't, especially not with the freebie, but I do have the paid, and they have so I will definitely look into that because I'd like to be able to give you admin rights while I peace out,
yeah, that would be nice when you're doing something like driving back from a con.
Although I will be carpooling with Sako, so I will have a co-pilot.
Yeah, and you can have her push the buttons, but if you get completely disconnected, then that doesn't help. So.
Right, especially since we'll be probably. Actually, I have a 1:30 workshop on Sunday, so we might not be out of Kentucky to the mountains of West Virginia during the stream. Last year, we were definitely in the mountains of West Virginia.
Yeah.
But our connection was pretty solid, so what you gonna do?
We're gonna keep trying different things, probably live on stream instead of rehearsing them beforehand, and eventually it'll all work out.
I mean, exactly. Because there's only
mess with the formula that's worked so far, right?
Right, and if we didn't do it live, I mean, I'm not going to make the drive twice just to see what the connection looks like.
Really?
So, yeah. Oh, I'm surprised I still have connection. Oh, wow, that's a pretty lake. I wonder if that's where I'm going.
Don't know. Hopefully, seeing as I can't see out your window.
So how was your sprint?
I think things went pretty well. I got at least looks like about a third into this chapter.
Nice. That's pretty solid.
Yep. I think it's pretty solid. So I noticed we're only got like a couple folks watching, and nobody's posted how they did in the stream.
So
I keep replacing stream.
I successfully, I believe, made it to the location I was aiming for.
That's good.
So we might wrap a little early.
Well, let's see. M. Hutchinson Fiction reports that this was a productive meetup. I crossed the 2,000 word mark with my story, so nice.
Nice, definitely. Pretty freaking solid there. We're delighted to have you with us. I'm glad you managed to find some productivity despite our technical issues. I think the timer still worked, so.
Yeah, the timer still worked. The sound didn't necessarily work, and I'm not sure what that was about, but it worked the first time.
Did you select share audio?
I didn't even see that as an option.
You see it as an option before you switch to the tab only, so it's a little weird.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to practice some.
Yeah,
but I noticed the first time, I definitely heard the audio, and that might have also been because I'd neglected to remute myself when I came back. Oops.
I'm sorry about the minute and a half of radio surfing.
Yeah. No, actually, that was fine. I was just amused that I recognized the song.
Oh. Yeah, I was clearing out notifications, and when I switched back, I was like, oh, it's got to reload, and I totally forgot the whole, yeah. So anyway, did we want to go ahead and give outros at this point?
Yeah, seeing as I think we're still good, we haven't been hit with a copyright violation for that snippet of radio.
Well, I mean, there's copyright, and then there's the fact that I'm not near monetized anyway.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I am Doc Coleman. I write steampunk comedy adventure, and I've been holding down the home fort here, working on revisions for my forthcoming book, The Kindred of Kali, which I am still trying hard to be able to get out for this fall.
Are you sure it's not a second coming book? Because it's your second.
Yeah, but I'm up.
Because fourth would be.
Fourth would be the book I haven't written yet. No. Well, third is The Rage of Ragnarok, which I've got a first draft for, and I haven't started revising yet.
Does book 4 have a title yet?
I believe the working title for book 4 right now is The Cuckoo of Canberra.
Ooh, okay.
And that may be changing because it feels like it doesn't flow the same as the others, but
okay.
That's going to be set in Australia, and it is going to involve a character known as the Cuckoo. So
okay,
but we'll see.
That's pretty cool. Oh, and I'm Morgan Hazelwood. You can find me everywhere as Morgan Hazelwood. I blog, and podcast, writing tips from the pros, from attending panels and conventions and taking notes and sharing them with you. And I share, of course, my own writerly musings. And I'm thinking about getting back into the querying trenches after taking 6 months off. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you all for dealing with our very experimental live stream, and I hope you had a good time. I know I did, even if it was a little touch and go for a bit.
All right. And we'll be back next week, right?
Yes, and I should be home unless something surprising crops up.
Yeah.
So, okay, bye. Thank you all for coming.
Bye-bye.